are now tuning in to Rhea Cooking at Home. I'm slowing it down, cooking my meals at home. So sit back and relax and enjoy. Me cooking my food. After we harvest the vegetables from the garden, then I will soak all the items that I had picked in water and vinegar. As you see here, I'm soaking everything that I have harvested into water and vinegar to kill any debris or bacteria that's on there. Then I will rinse it off, dry it out. The 3 ways of kale. I'm going to give you 3 types of ways you can use kale. As a reminder, kale comes in different varieties, different colors, different textures. So the first way to utilize kale is by making kale chips. Now I'm going to show you how to make kale chips. Kale chips is another healthy snack that we can go to besides a bag of chips. So what you're going to do is you're going to season that kale with your favorite seasoning, drizzle some oil, which the oil you can use is either extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or sesame seed oil. That will hold up in heat, and you drizzle and massage the kale and the seasonings that you put in it. The main season that I like y'all to use is nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast has super beneficial nutrients because it has B vitamins in it. And it has that taste of like a cheesy taste to it. So you're getting an added boost to your kale. Nutritional yeast is a deactivated yeast rich in complete base protein. Like I said, it has B vitamins, including B12, minerals like zinc and selenium. So it supports the immune system, improving the gut health by feeding the beneficial bacteria and promoting heart health by helping to lower cholesterol. And it also provides antioxidants to protect the cells from damage. So key benefits of nutritional yeast are the rich in B vitamins, heart health, boosts immune system, and supports the digestive health tract. Another important key thing as well is the complete protein, plant-based, provides all 9 essential amino acids. Once we applied our seasoning and drizzle our little oil on the kale and massaging it, now it's time to lay it out. So you get a parchment paper, a baking sheet, if you're doing it in the oven, lay the kale pieces out on the baking sheet. It's okay if you have to use 2 baking sheets. Now, if you're using a dehydrator, then you don't have to do that step with the parchment paper, depending on your dehydrator. But the timing and the temperature varies according to your dehydrator. Some people use air fryers nowadays, so go according to your instructions on the air fryer. So once we got that kale laid out on the baking sheet, because I'm using the oven right now, now it's time to put it in the oven. So you set your oven temperature to, let's see what we have, to about 300 Fahrenheit, which will be 150 Celsius, depending on your oven. It could go about 20 to 30 minutes until crisp, depending on your oven. I suggest set a timer and check up on it. Make sure you spread it out evenly. And once it's done, you know it's done when it's at that crisp the level that you want. Now our kale chips are ready, and it's time to enjoy. Up to 30 minutes exposure in the sun while walking, depending on the color of your skin, can help the production of vitamin D. Now we are up to kale number 2, which is Tuscan kale salad inspired by Dr. Andrew Wells. I came upon his recipe one day, and I looked at his recipe of ingredients to make the kale salad, and it was very simple, and I wanted to try something new. So instead of our usual norm of lettuce, this version is calling for kale. Now this type of kale goes by several different names. The first name you may see in the store will be lacinato kale, dinosaur kale, Tuscan kale, black kale, palm tree kale, and the list goes on. So the difference between this kale, if you look, is at the leaves. The leaves a little rough, a little heavier, and the coloring. The color is like a deep blue color, and when it gets mature, it turns to like a deep blue green. And the texture of it, when you feel it with your hands, it's like rough, like a rough skin, like dinosaur, like a rough skin. So to make the salad, to backtrack again, you wash your kale, you remove the stems, you slice it up, and you make the dressing with the olive oil. If you're using olive oil, you squeeze some lemon, some sea salt, some black pepper, red pepper flakes, fresh squeezed lemon, and you massage the kale. You can choose the cheese that you want. I like to use Parmesan cheese. In the recipe, he had a different kind of cheese. So if you cannot find that particular cheese, then go for what you can get. And I hope you be able to enjoy the salad because it tastes really good. Who would have thought that you can eat raw kale? And who would have thought that the kale will have a different texture when you tenderize it with the oil? And I made this several times. People love it. And as always, you can alter the recipe. You don't have to stick to the exact ingredients. You can alter it and make it your own. But it's worth eating. And last, kale number 3. This is kale known as curly kale. Curly kale is popular. You'll find that a lot in supermarkets, and it's tightly curled, ruffled leaves, and it's slightly bitter and somewhat with a peppery flavor. So in this dish we're about to see is sauteing leafy greens. And when I saute leafy greens, I try not to cook it where it loses its color and nutrients. I like to saute my leafy greens either in extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil or sesame seed oil. Once in the blue, maybe coconut oil. I like to saute it with red onions. I prefer red onions because of the flavor and the antioxidants because it's red. Remember, antioxidants come from the colorful colors of fruits and vegetables. I like to use fresh garlic. I like to crush my fresh garlic, the cloves. I like to do that first while I'm prepping my other ingredients because it takes 15 minutes for the chemical properties of garlic to be released. So by the time I chop up the other ingredients, that 15 minutes has passed, and now I'm getting the beneficial nutrients out of that garlic. Always crush your garlic. I like to put ginger or maybe coriander seed or fennel seed. Reason why I like to use those 3 different spices is because it helps combat the gas in some of these brassica vegetables. So ginger is very good for the digestive system. Coriander seed comes from the coriander, but it's the seed we're looking at. Crush those seeds up, grind it in a coffee grinder, or if you have a pestle mortar, crush it up, saute it with the other vegetables, and it really helps the digestive system. Same thing with fennel.